Okay, let's play Majora's Mask. Recording this for the second time. This time, the microphone is plugged in. Okay, now, Majora's Mask is I think the least played Zelda game. It came out for the Nintendo 64, and it required the memory expansion pack, which doubled the RAM on the Nintendo 64 from 4 megabytes to 8 megabytes. And just look how I put those megabytes to use. Those textures are just amazing. Actually, I think they used a lot of that memory to store animation data. If you've played Wind Waker or Twilight Princess, you've noticed those games have really good character animation. It's a trend that starts with this game. And I'm just naming him Link for now. If you guys want a cool name, I might go back and change it for you. It was pretty clever of Nintendo to try to push the memory expansion pack by creating a new Zelda game. It does kind of remind me of the 32X that Sega had. Sega Genesis was nearing the end of its lifespan. It wasn't as popular as it could be. Sega started inventing new pieces of hardware you could stick onto the console and make it even better. And it was supposed to make the graphics a million times better, and then you looked at those games and they didn't look any better. It was just a few games anyway. Yeah, so the memory expansion pack is just like the 32X. Basically the same thing. Nintendo is also working on the disk drive. Yeah, that insane idea where you could add a hard drive to a console, enable new gameplay things. What a crazy idea. A hard drive on a console. I think that saw a limited release in Japan after they hyped the crap out of it in America. Now, they tried to hype this game too. They talked about it in Nintendo Power. They set up kiosks in places like Toys R Us so you could try it out and see how amazing it is. Trouble is, the first part of the game, it's not a whole lot of fun. And that's the only part they talked about in Nintendo Power. And that's the only part you saw when you played it on the kiosk. So I think the marketing was counterproductive. Here we see Majora's Mask. This kid gets 2 fairies and a mask. He's basically robbing me right now. Better get used to hating this kid, because he's more or less the main villain of the story. Come on, do something important. Rear up, kick him with your hooves or something. What, he's stealing my stuff. He thinks it's funny. Kick him in the head. Two fairies are twice as annoying. Oh, now he's stealing my horse. Yeah, you get him, Link. Okay, now I've got control of Link. It's basically just like the Zelda 64. Controls the same way. can hack apart bushes the same way, get rich on shrubbery cutting. You can even do it with style. Yeah. We have no items. Nothing. Oh, we've got a sword and a shield. Yeah, not bad. No map. Alright. Now, this is sort of a tutorial area to make sure you know how to control Link. I don't know why they bothered putting that sort of thing in there. You notice he's got some new moves, but the difficulty level in this game seems like it's designed for people who have played Zelda 64 an awful lot and gotten good at it. Well, this is odd. Don't know what that was all about. But he landed on a flower, so he's okay. He sent Epona to the glue factory. Now it gets strange. What's happening? Is Link going mad? They're all around you! They're everywhere! Get out of there. Run! Run away! You can't escape the noise, can you? Can't escape. He just mutated me into some sort of tree monster and he thinks it's hilarious. And he gets to fly, too. I want to fly. Ah. Getting beaten up by a fairy. Just adding insult to injury. You don't have a face, but whatever. Okay, now for the first puzzle of the game. You have to run up to this door, and then open it by pressing A. Yeah, that was easy. Yeah, this is Link in his Deku form. It's pretty fruity, pretty useless. If you played this game on the kiosk in Toys R Us, this is part of the game you probably saw. You don't have a sword, you got nothing. No inventory items. Just some fairy telling me what to do. I'm not sure what happened to Navi from the previous Zelda game, but Tattle here is your fairy during this one. She's about as helpful as you would expect. We have Deku Link's main ability, which is to burrow into flowers and then pop out and wave flowers around and fly. Yep. The Nintendo 64 article was really tried to hype up that feature, make it sound like it was really, really cool. It's as cool as it looks. Whee! I get some treasure now. And that. Huh. Hooray, I have a non-combat type item now. An offensive powerhouse. I can do this. Yep. More flying around. Notice how it really wants precise timing on that. So I don't see how this can be a tutorial for someone who's never played a Zelda game before. Whatever. Okay, now this guy is pretty odd. You can't interact with him in any way. You just get to look at him at this point. You never even get to turn around and see him again. This is just the one point in the game where you can take a look and look at the weird little tree guy. Stop talking about Z-targeting. I'm doing that, yeah. Yeah. It's a very sad tree dude. Yep. Now, can't do anything with this guy. It's not part of any puzzle. But if you remember he's here, he'll answer a question you have later on in the game. Yeah, I remember that from the Forest Temple. Yep. You cannot go back. Just stay here with the hideous textures. Yeah. Oh, Deku Link can also kind of flip around on the water. If you fall into the water, it's sort of an instant death. So, moving on. There's another character to meet up here. Very interesting guy with some very unconventional animation. We'll see shortly. Yes, that would be Majora's mask. Oh, he's a stalker too. Ah, but who can hate him? He has such cool theme music. Yeah, that's not an emulation error or anything. That's how he actually looks in the game. He moves around that way. 3 days. It's the big theme of this game. 3 days. Yes, my courage is huge. Okay, buddy. Oh, his music stopped and his hand is floating. Oh, one thing I should have mentioned earlier. You might have noticed this is in widescreen. That's real widescreen being hacked in by the emulator. Looks pretty good. There are a handful of artifacts that will crop up, but nothing that breaks the gameplay. Clocktown is the middle of the map. You spend a lot of the game running around in here. You spend the first part of the game stuck in here, trying to figure out how to get away. Yeah. Well, we don't actually have a time limit, really. These 3 days will repeat over and over again, a bit like Groundhog Day. here we are. I'm actually going to stop this recording right here. Hey, ah, dog. That was rude. Ah, stay away. Yeah, so there's a clock at the bottom middle. I can actually point at it with my cursor. So you can see the sun going around. That's like the hour hand. 6 o'clock. 7 o'clock. Stay away, dog. And yeah, Great Fairy Shrine. Got it. Okay, well that's enough for right now. During my next gameplay session, I should have some more guys sitting right here, making smart-ass comments and heckling me, so that'll be fun. That's enough for right now, so